but he is dominating game after game, so consistent.
The two players I want to highlight, because what we're talking about consistency, these guys are converting the most. Rifle has actually had a second or third zone fall, which actually pushes his average placement way out. And if that happens again, that is dangerous. Whereas Deceptos and Letwick, they've only had one game where they've fallen out of the 4 in around the top 40 area, which is actually converting on a little bit of elims, but otherwise, too, they're pushing deep into the top 10 on every game that they make it into that end game. So that is very, very crucial looking forward. I think it's going to be a duel between Deceptos and Letwick.
I mean, they are pulling away from the pack. Look at the top 3 down to top 10. You're looking at an 11-point differential. And don't forget, Flois was the first winner on the day. He got the first victory out. But we see this a lot, right? Whoever starts strong, they tend to fizzle.
Still, though, like, everyone always has this expectation that it's possible for these players in 20th place, in 30th place to bounce back up. I would usually agree, but after watching EU today, it is the same players we're seeing alive in Endgame. When we say these guys just need 7 or 11 points, that means getting to the top 10. And for a lot of these guys like Steelix, Snazy, yes, they're playing well, but are they there consistently? That is the big question.
Yeah, that it will be. Bad Sniper, 21st right now. Mongrel also middling around 22nd. That's not where these guys want to be going into the final 2 games, but there's still a chance. We all know when it comes to 6-game grand finals that the final 2 games mean so much.
No matter what, these guys want to get better than anyone else around them, want to place higher. So all the way till the final game, the competition will stay high.
We got to think, man. 2 games left. It's wild to think we've been doing this for like 3 weeks now, and now we get to look at the conclusion, see who will hold the Axe of Champions high, and after 2 games, we'll have a new FNCS champion. Now, guys, we were kind of talking about players, the shark in the water, and it's none other than Deceptos, who is finding himself in that 2nd place. We haven't seen him much on broadcast, so what has this guy been doing?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be a group effort here, but 100% we'll break it down in just a sec. Deceptos has basically been going, as you said, Zeke, through those shadows, right? He's been playing around other players and how, kind of pop-offy they've been. They're kind of showing overall exactly what they can do and break down in front of everyone else. And while they're taking the spotlight, that's the word I was looking for, Deceptos is operating in that background. He's getting everything these players are not looking at or seeing.
Yeah, there's so much to actually consider when getting into Deceptos' game plan because, like I said, he's converting on these end games. I want to find out how. I want to find out where this man is dropping and how he's actually transitioning into the end game because, like I said, it's so important, but these are some of the things we miss. Him in top 10 right here, 2 eliminations, and he still makes a couple counts. While some at the top, like Rifle, might be having a little bit more impact in terms of elimination, he's making it count for placements.
And this is exactly how he gets his game started. Let's actually break down what he does every single game, specifically that last one too. Landing somewhere near Lazy Lake, actually taking a back alley loop path all the way across the map, picking up so many houses that people will get to later on faster than them, and then getting into these positions, these boxes fast, where he has control and can drop down these shotgun shots in really crazy angles.
And this game right here was actually Deceptos' first game where he ended up falling after that top 50 mark, so he got the 2 placement points. But what he did do is actually fight a little earlier, grab that elim on Bad Sniper, and then has the awareness to recognize that Rax is in the box next to him. He'll convert, but after those 2 fights, that's when it gets to be a little risky for Letwick. It was last game that was an issue for him. This time, he's still going in, and he'll take down so many important ones. That was a Nas, and you know how high he was on the leaderboard.
And these guys are in the game every single time. They're taking out these big names. We alluded to these 20th place players possibly rising to the top. They have to overcome these 2 monstrous barriers.
I mean, you know, and it's just going to come down to the final 2 games here. Rifle holding strong at the top, but Deceptos, they're lurking in the waters. You've got Letwick who's on the side. Anas, who picked up the Victory Royale, is here as well to play the deal, who made it through, which, by the way, sat in the storm forever. Was eating floppers, and then is like, oh, I have to get to the storm? I got crash pads, baby, it's good. So many names are in this race right now.
Yeah, but for me, I'm going to pick Diciptos to make it through in these last 2 games. He has been playing out of his mind, and before that game where he fell after 50th place, for him it was an average placement of 9.67. So I'm going with the Frenchman. Allez les Bleus, let's go.
Okay, I'm going to pick a Rifle to stay up top. I feel like being in first is a big deal, and he can hold on and stop these 2 men, no matter where they're from taking that top spot.
All right, I'm going to the deal because he has style points and I like style. Guys, with that being said, we're getting ready to head into the next game, game number 5 here in EU. Sundown Clay, let's throw it your way.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. And with just 2 games left to go, it is tightly contested at the top of the leaderboard. You see Rifle currently holding a 4-point lead just over Diciptos and Letwick, but plenty of people within striking distance still. We've seen time and time again those victory royales worth right around 19 and 20 points, so anybody can make a play. But Clay, if you're going to make that play, it has to be right now.
You cannot wait any longer. This is it. These are the final moments. There is one more game, but there's not enough points on the lobby for you to make that play if you wait to the final moment. So you need at least 2 games to write the miracle run, the miracle story that we've seen a lot of players do. Will Rifle be able to make that happen? Noah Riley trying to make his run up the top of the leaderboard as well. Rifle, though, is relatively uncontested other than he's got 2 people there, but with the way Frenzy's built, you can be contested and never see your opponent.
Yeah, there's so many opportunities for you to break sight lines, get through. You can also see Llama tagged up. Llama 210 over there. Chat calling it out. Everyone, there's plenty of opportunities to get through. A Rifle is going to be super thankful for that. The Llama coming through is such a big influx of not only materials, but key end game items that really enable you to go through, especially getting that launch pad. But now you can see engagement going on over here with Supremacy's Floki and Flecken. Who will be the better F as they fight it out here? The question will be resolved quickly as the crash pad ends up coming through. Floki putting the pressure down on the Flecken, but nobody necessarily able to connect shots. And as I say that, Floki hits 2 back-to-back. He says, thanks for the loot. I'll take that epic tactical shotgun and everything else that comes with it. The crash pads, the shields, all the metal over here on the side, and he's going to be very happy about that.
And the guaranteed launch pad that comes out of the rig's vault area. That is a very, very big pickup for Floki. And again, in that range where they could make something happen. Now, we do have a replay here of what happened at Caddy Corner with Thomas HD. Running away is going to get tagged up out. I actually had 1 build left, but you can't build right there. And unfortunately, falling early.
Vestakira taking down what was the 7th ranked player there. So what you care about right now as a viewer, we're keeping an eye on that top left-hand corner. Who in the top 10 is falling and who can remain and keep picking up points, because that's going to set up the story for what the final game is and who's going to have an opportunity. But right now, Bad Sniper needs to be careful. First AR shots come out right away from the Bush Wookiee, trying to set up an ambush, and Bad Sniper going to cover himself up and immediately start burning through that utility because he doesn't want to get pressured down.
He's got to be careful. There's players nearby as well. He's got to get out. And this is Kiriachi. This is kind of what we expect from him at this point, just going aggressive and going into boxes where he definitely doesn't have the advantage, but his aim is going to be the advantage there for him. He does hit the floor there, but not able to keep tracking Bad Sniper there. The third party comes in, but he's not phased. Shot comes through, and he does